And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Fran Bow. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video games. It's like a commentary. When last left off, we were here. So right now, we need them for the journey back home. We need to figure out how to get these fire berries. So here's the thing. These fire berries are on fire, so we can't actually get them. So logic would dictate that we need to get some type of water or something. Now we have the buckets. Now what I'm wondering is actually, can we use your bucket and attach it to your hair?
I need help, please. Would you allow me to tie this bucket to your beautiful hair?
Tie a bucket to our hair? What? That sounds insane.
Oh, it's not insane at all. I need water from under the cliff, but I can't reach it. I need to use your beautiful long hair as a rope. Please help me.
Alright, we'll help you. Tie the bucket real tight.
Oh, thank you. You're very nice. Fill the whole bucket, please.
There we go. So let's go this way.
The bucket's now full of water.
Oh, thank you, Shiny Insects. I have to go now. I have to go home.
Home is somewhere. We all wish to belong, but does home belong somewhere?
Interesting. Home is somewhere we all wish to belong, but does home belong somewhere? Interesting. That's actually pretty easy to understand. I guess maybe I wouldn't have understood that if I was 10.
What? I'm sorry. I didn't really understand the question.
It was a rhetorical question. I just wanted to say that you are your own home.
Exactly.
Welcome yourself inside. You will find many doors to open.
Oh, that sounds mysterious and beautiful. I'll try to do that some other time. Bye.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, the bucket's full of water. It doesn't weigh anything. The bucket filled with water.
Okay, so now what we do is we're gonna pour some on these fire berries, right? Because we need to be able to take out the fire.
Get out, scavengers!
Deadly worm, sir. Will you come to visit me when I die?
I always come to visit those whom time has left behind. Don't worry.
That sounds good. We'll see each other again when I'm very old. I'm about to turn 11 years old soon, but that's not too old, so not yet.
I'll see you when the circumstances are right.
Okay. So actually, let's go ahead and climb. I actually want to climb. Get out, I'm not a scavenger. Actually, we kind of are scavengers when you think about it.
It's me, sir. Can I climb on the moose again?
Go ahead.
Alright. So, now what we do is we pour the water on the fire berries. Right? That's what we need to do. Pour the water on the fire berries.
The fire is gone. I can take the berries now. I can't just pull them off my hands. They are firmly attached.
I knew that was too easy. We use a knife again? I guess we do, actually. She didn't say anything about them.
The fire berries that are not on fire anymore.
Okay. Well, that's that. So, let's go ahead and climb down, why don't we? Because if we don't climb down, then what are we going to do, ladies and gentlemen? We have to, go. And if we go, then how exactly does one mow? Now, yeah, that might seem like a very philosophical question, but actually it's not. It's actually incredibly simple. What we do is we go like this, and then we go a little bit further, and he's like, "You better give that to me, friend. Then I hope you're ready." Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, I forgot that we actually need to physically hand it to them. Like, it doesn't, like, automatically. It's not, like, I'm used to, like, modern video game logic where, like, in most modern games, like, when you talk to somebody, like, and you have the items, it just automatically advances things. You don't actually need to hand it to them, but that's not how this works. I need to start playing some more, point-and-click adventures, I think. I sort of started getting somewhat into them because there's a YouTuber by the name of Scarthfulu, like, he does, like, game reviews, kind of like in the vein of Brutal Moose, or, you know, Cadacarus, or not necessarily Pro Jared, but, you know, kind of in that vein. But a lot of his games seem to be like really indie hardcore stuff, and also like a lot of like point and click stuff. I kind of been interested in like doing like a Mega Breaks or Let's Go Random on Space Quest 3, simply because apparently like Space Quest 3 has like some of the like we'll see it if and when we get there. There we go.
Sir, here's a bucket full of water. I got help from the shiny insects.
You mean the Lucifans? They are nice, yes, but only when you see them in this reality. They're very dangerous if you ever see them in the 5th reality. They can burn you.
Wow, burn me? Why haven't been into the 5th reality yet?
The 5th reality, if I recall correctly, the 5th reality is, no, death exists in the 3rd and 4th reality. The 5th reality is where the, not the Valukas, but the, Kabbalists are from, right? I don't recommend it. What's reasonable there may be the worst you'll ever experience. Oh, I forgot to thank you for the water. Thank you, Fran. Yeah, I believe so. Let's look at the book. The great big book of everything. What's the Stanley? The lyric Stanley? I forgot what it was. Okay, so Volka's shield. Okay, so the second reality is life, where Zier is 1877. We exist within the 3rd reality, and death exists within the 3rd and 4th reality. And the 4th reality itself is death. The 5th reality is where the Kabbalists are from. Kabbalah's World Adventures. They're probably not. I don't think they're called Kabbalists. What are they called again? No, Kamal's with an M, right? Creature. Kamal is with an M, right? Actually, somebody actually told me that like, so you remember 3 episodes ago, right, where we had this little thing where we examined, what was it? This thing where like we had to use like the number trick and everything. There's actually a name for that. There's actually a name for that thing where like the next letter is the sum of the previous 2 letters. Let's see, what was it called? Fibonacci. No, Fibonacci, right? Like you fib. Let's see, my mnemonic was you fib about eating the nachos. Fibonacci, I believe is what it's called. It's like it's the Fibonacci scenario system relation something where like Fibonacci is like where like the next 2 numbers actually the next number is the sum of the previous 2 numbers. It's named after an Italian, I believe he was a mathematician actually. I found that to be interesting. So that's given the fire berries. It worked.
Sir, I brought the fire bears, but they're not on fire anymore.
We can light them on fire later. Magnificent, they'll do just fine. Thank you very much, my darling. Oh, Fran, it's 2:34. The journey will begin. Let's go inside the machine. What if this was the entire chapter? Like, this felt very short to me if this was like the... Not the entire first part of the chapter. Then again, like, most of the other chapters actually weren't that long. It's just that, like, I just took a long time figuring out some of these puzzles, because some of these puzzles are very hard. IMO. It's 2:36. We have great possibility of reaching the target in good condition. We'll soon be on our way to the 3rd reality. Are you excited, friend? Wait. We're not in the 3rd... No. The forest is not in the 3rd reality, right?
Maybe I would be excited if I could understand more about the realities.
You'll soon understand. The answers are not easy to recognize.
Huh, that sounds strange to me, sir.
Time goes as it has to in order for you to believe. If it all happens now, you'd probably explode.
Are you telling me that the answers I'm looking for will come to me when they want?
Not exactly. You know what I'd rather say? Through time, you have to explore and experience to understand. This means the answers will come when you find them, not when others tell you how or where to find them.
I see. Well, I'm excited now. You woke me up to my curiousness.
That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Be curious, and you'll always be amazed. But now, friend, we have to go get things done. Talking won't take you home.
What things, sir?
The machine needs some maintenance. I think you would do incredible work. Here are the fire bears and the water you gathered before. You'll need them to get the water pump working again and the fuel mixed. Why did the fan on my laptop just went from like to like it got really calm. That was making me kind of nervous. Like I said, probably that instant that I had before, knock on wood, that happened with 100% orange juice is probably never going to happen again, but because it happened once, I'm going to be super paranoid about it for ever, pretty much. Well, maybe not necessarily forever. Like, I'll get over it eventually, but for the next couple of months at least. You'll find all information you need when you enter the room to the left, but feel free to enter any room you wish. I'll be quite busy fixing the automatic driver, but if you have something to ask, I'll be here. I'm actually not quite sure what voice I'm giving this guy. Like, at first I wanted to be, like, Australian, but it came out, like, a little bit different, actually. Like, not exactly Australian. It's, like, Godot, semi-Australian, semi-pseudo-Cockney into, like, this weird accent.
But I've never done anything like this before.
That makes it more exciting. Have fun, my darling.
Alright, I'll go now.
Yeah, this little, like, steampunk, I guess, like, there's a very steampunk-esque style, whatchamacallit, steampunk-esque style, whatchamacallit, with the, I just noticed the wheel's not connected. How is it spinning? Oh, because, like, what? No. Really, how is that spinning? Like, he's huh? Anyway. So, do you like steampunk, ladies and gentlemen? That's a question that I have to ask for you. Honestly, I'm more of a fan of diesel punk. Like, if you might say, what is diesel punk? Well, let me learn you something, ladies and gentlemen. Let me learn you something. So, steampunk, as you know, is like, you know, it's like society is like, you know, like, it's like future, it's a genre, it's a subgenre of, what we like to call retro-futuristic. And it's where, like, you know, everything is futuristic, but it's made with the limitations of what was during the Second Industrial Revolution, you know, like late 19th century Victorian era, so, you know, like coal and everything. Diesel punk, on the other hand, is like that, but instead of, like, being limited to the technology of the Victorian era, like late 20th century, or late 19th century, it's limited to the technology of the early 20th century. Usually, like, it's like World War I, World War II type stuff, but it can also go up into, like, the 1950s. Like, technically, Fallout is considered to be diesel punk, actually. The more you know. I have something else I want to say about that. We're gonna stop.
This music makes me think of Forks.
Like the place Forks, Washington, where the Twilight books take place. Or like, oh, this is the song that played in the whatchamacallit.
Maybe it's done with Forks. You'll never know.
You never know, actually. She does have a point there. You never know. Like, it could be done with Forks. You can't see the recording.
I'll keep this duct tape, and it's always good to fix stuff.
Examine. It looks more like painter's tape, actually. Like painter's tape, like the blue stuff that you put on the edges of stuff, so that the paint doesn't, like, get onto stuff that you don't want it to be. It's designed to be very easy to put on. It sticks very easily, but it's very easy to peel off as well.
The duct tape to cure broken things.
Okay, we have a hammer.
A hammer, obviously the hammer stuff.
We're probably gonna need to come back for that, eh? Oh, like we can make.
Oh, what if it reminds me of me when I was a tree.
Okay, so this is like how to make a foot, or how to make a shoe, I guess. Yeah, the wooden shoe is like how you make the shoes, right? I was never super knowledgeable on what is it called? There's a specific name for it, like people who make shoes. Like, it reminded cobbler, right? Like, yeah, I was about to say it reminded me of food. Cobbler, right? Do cobblers specifically make shoes, or?
Huh, feather, like the Great Wizard's riddle.
Ah. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, Fran. I didn't know what you're talking about there, Fran. What do I do? I know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking.
I wonder what this machine does.
It does nothing, man.
Maybe I should push the button to open the door.
Maybe you should push the button to open the core, man. You know how it is.
Hello, Fran speaking.
Hold on. So let's look at this. Let's make sure we're. I'm like half paying attention because I want to get onto my topic, but that's probably gonna take us to the next room. We don't want to open that just yet. But oh, we do have the pills. I need to remember that.
Oh, I know what this is. It's a compass.
A compass, like in. Should I do that? So, Stranger Things is a show on Netflix that I watched. The first season came out. So it takes place in like the 1980s, 1983 to be exact, in I believe Indiana. Like it's kind of like pays homage to like Hold on, let's look at this. It does for sure many things or nothing at all. It pays homage to like 1980s horror movies. I saw it. I saw it, like I was on the fence about starting it, but then I saw like a review of it by Mother's Basement, and then I decided to watch it. It's quite interesting, actually. Because like one thing that I found interesting about it was like it had like this such an authentic feel to it. Like it was like almost as if you were, oh, this looks very complicated. Almost as if you were looking, like almost as if it was actually filmed in the 80s rather than like 2016 or 2015. Probably it was probably filmed in 2015 because it came out in 2016. But like, according to Mother's Basement, the way that they did it is like they filmed it in high res, right? Like these high res Dragon cameras. So it came out in like super HD quality. But the filming process, they ran it through like the same type of stuff that they would use. The same type of stuff that they would use with like old Kodak cameras in like the 1980s. So it kind of has like this somewhat grainy. It kind of has like this somewhat grainy analog look to it, but at the same time you can tell that it's still HD. So it's really interesting. I don't know, but let's go ahead and leave now that we're here. We probably need to press the button to open the door. Maybe I should push the button to open the door. Yeah, that's what I figured. Push the button. But anyway, going back to the whole Dieselpunk thing, relatively, well, this is probably about 3 months ago, actually. You see, this is a problem. I need to do a game again where I can start going to like random topics, awkward topics. I just can't do that anymore. It's like I'm just playing like visual novels and point and click stuff where like I just don't get enough time to have like my own commentary. So we got here.
I wonder what kind of things this machine counts.
It's a counting machine.
Oh, this looks like a mathematical problem.
But shoes.
Many shoes. Maybe they are too tight for the big it word.
Eat fud.
Lovely bears. They hold each other's hands. Oh, it's what you call? Thanks, King Zaire. I recognize him.
Zayar.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. A clock. This lamp looks like a teapot with forks and spoons.
Why did I say like that? I don't know. You know, that's one thing I've noticed. Like, I've sort of started having like hybrid like Japanese reactions to things. Cause like one thing that I found interesting is like the sounds that people make. The sounds that people make when they like for like confusion and whatnot, those are not universal actually. Like in like English, you might say "huh" or "what" or but like that's not universal. Depending on the language, people might make actually different sounds, which is quite interesting. I've been doing like a lot of Japanese stuff because of Japanese language and whatnot, which is quite interesting though, because like people who aren't very knowledgeable about Japanese there's probably a word for it, like Japanese sounds of exasperation, but not tend to think that I'm being really weird. Because like I tend to...
Oh, so many pages to read. I hope they have pictures.
Because there's this thing in Japanese called aizuchi. Aizuchi, which is, aizuchi to is, these are things that you say to show that you're paying attention to conversation. Because like in Western culture, pretty much you're supposed to show that you're paying attention by being quiet.
I wonder if Edward really does love black cats.
By being quiet, like you're paying attention to them, so you aren't making any sounds. Whereas in Japanese culture, and this is also true for Korean culture, I believe as well, it's the exact opposite. Being quiet actually makes it seem like you're not paying attention. You don't actually care. So you're supposed to actually do things to show that you're paying attention. So you might have a bunch of sounds that you'll make. There's a ladder that I want to see, and so I tend to do some of those. Like basically, like all the ones that aren't like sound effects.
Oh, the ladder leads to a door, but it's closed.
All the ones that are like I do like the sound effect ones, but not like the ones that are actual words.
The door is closed. Maybe I can open it later.
Because like it'd be kind of weird of me like just saying random Japanese words in a conversation that's completely in English, don't you think? Like that, I think that'd be kind of weird. I mean, I could do it, but anyway, Dieselpunk thing. Let me open the door. Dieselpunk thing. So, a couple months ago, I did like a tabletop RPG. I was using a system called Spell, which I saw from a live stream from the Third Will guys. This is one of their very first RPG live streams, actually. And oh, it's the unicycle cat from, you guys remember, right? Well, I'm sure if you're Kratos, you probably forgot, but everyone else, you probably remember. Of course, I'm sure Kratos actually remember, probably, because I said that he forgot he remembered. He's like, I don't remember that, have some faith in me.
Wow, that's a huge spinning top.
I don't know, man, I don't know. Let's see what we got here.
These lights show for sure that something is working.
So, I made it, like, kind of like in the same vein. I wouldn't exactly call it retro-futuristic. It was kind of set up like future 1920s a little bit. Hold on. It was kind of set up like future 1920s a little bit, but not exactly. Like, there was some modernist to it. Like, there was like internet, although no one actually used the internet because like I kind of wanted to still keep that authentic feel to it. Like,
are those to drink water? They are quite small.
like it was, instead of being retro-futuristic, it was actually something else entirely. Like, it was like futuristic technology made to resemble, like, retro-futuristic is old technology made to resemble futuristic technology, but this is futuristic technology made to resemble old technology, which is a little bit different. They're kind of similar, but not exactly the same. But, like, because I really like diesel punk, because it's like, I don't know, like the early 20th century.
I don't need this pits. I already have a crayon.
Early 20th century is one of my favorite periods of time, I think, especially like from like 1920s to 1940s, I think. 1920s especially.
The vase has no flowers. Well, I'll just leave it there.
Especially like in U.S. history, because like the 1920s you had Prohibition, right? And that was very interesting, I think, very interesting to study.
That's totally empty.
I would, let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is where we put the water, perhaps?
We have a machine that looks like this one at home.
Okay, so I'm not going to be making this like an hour long, because like I'm going to have to be leaving relatively soon. Actually, and I need to actually get ready and everything too. I need to shower up and everything.
Reality view, ultra reality view. And she's not reading right now, but whatever. Chemical mixture, AFM, A18, 2PF, R15, N166.
R15? This game is an R15, come on. That's a reference. There's, I believe it's, that's a rating, actually, in, I believe it's, in the UK, and I believe in Australia as well, they do that system where R15, it's like, R-rated, but, like, you're not allowed to be in there if you're 15, unless you're 15 or older, unless you're accompanied by a parent.
Micronutrients and fire berries will supercharge an engine and ensure it lasts forever. Fire berries, Afuga Merzenis, AFM. I don't need this pits. I already have a crayon. Are those to drink water? They are quite small.
I already have a crayon. Yeah, our crayon is the most OP item. Someone pointed out that we actually still have the crayon. For some reason, we still have the crayon even after all this time.
The vase has no flowers. Well, I'll just leave it there. Look at this mess. Edward doesn't know about hygiene.
I'm sure he does.
Wow, that's a huge spinning top.
Okay, so we looked at everything, I think, pretty much. So now let's actually start trying to... we haven't looked at everything in crazy mode just yet, but... You know, that's kind of... let's open this up. I believe this is where we put the water. Maybe. I guess... The pump is now filled with water. There we go. Now, let me mess with this. Oh, okay, now we need the tape. Let me put the tape on there. Okay. I like pretending to be I don't think I could ever actually be like a mechanic or like a plumber or anything as like an actual career. I like pretending to be that sometimes. It's kind of nice to be like kind of handy from time to time.
Great, it's fixed. I should give myself a huge hug for being so clever.
Okay, now we have this. Oh, no, there's this little thing.
I guess if the light is bright, it's not working.
There we go. No?
We have a machine that looks like this one at home.
I'm not exactly familiar with 1940s, you know, technology here, so I don't know. But yeah, I was like, it's like future, like instead of retro futuristic, what would I call it? Like future retro, futuristic retro? I don't know.
I guess the light is red. It's not working.
I think I invented my own genre, ladies and gentlemen. Futuristic retro, MegaShadowFist 2016. I'm gonna file a patent, not a patent. I'm gonna get a trademark for that. If you use it, I will sue you for 20 trillion bucks. I'm not gonna. You can't. Who's gonna? You can't freaking. Well, I'm sure you probably could trademark a genre, but that's just a genre name. But that's just silly. I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, actually, hold on. What's this?
I think this is a machine to warm up water. It has to be.
You see this right here? Is this something? Like this right here?
We have a machine
like this, right? Like you see, like I'm pointing at it. What is this? I wonder. Okay. We mess with that, but I don't know what to do. aside from that?
Oh, the compass goes in circles, upside down and nowhere.
I mean, like, there's a whole Saga thing, right? Where they tried, or the guy who made Candy Crush Saga tried to frickin' trademark Saga, which is ridiculous. Oh, hold on, what's this? Are these instructions? No, okay, not. Hold on. Oh, there's this. Let's see what we got here. We have the R15. Okay, hold on. Let's get these pool.
Blue hose ready to use. The pink hose may be good to connect somewhere.
Okay.
What do you have inside, little bottle?
These are all the ingredients. Hold on. Oh, I didn't. Okay, hold on. Can we flush this?
What do they have inside, little bottle?
We need to flush this. Like, hold on. Like, this is gonna blow us up. Like, we are gonna we are legitimately gonna blow up right now. Oh man.
Let me see. AFM missing?
Yeah, we need the AFM. We shouldn't have poured this in. Oh no. Oh no. This is no. Stop pouring. You know what? Hold on. What? Now it's green. There we go. A18. Now we need the AFM. That's the Agugma, whatever it was called. Hold on.
A blue hose ready to use. A pink hose. It may be good to connect to somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we need the Agugma. Oh, eh? Les balefons monstrams. I don't know what language this is. It's definitely not French. I'm making it sound like it's French, but it's not French. Oh, so these are the instructions. Okay. Oh, so we need to put the match in there, eh? Okay, so we did all that. That needs to be, not vertical. What's the other? What's it? Horizontal. I don't know why I always get those two mixed up. Disponete el California. Dis etel el Brooklyn. Sum pompia coffin in a clear piècement serpent. It seems like it's some type of romance language, but it doesn't exactly. Or it seems like what is this exactly? Like it's not like it seems like it kind of has like certain like features of romance languages, but at the same time, it also kind of reminds me of stuff like not exactly Hungarian, but like. Mebel flafre es Israel il pomfria mai poele. Jamos e agoter ya ist keleva. Okay, so we need to put a whatchamacallit in there. Okay, so this needs to go fire, vertical or horizontal, and this needs to be connected. Okay, we got that. So vertical, this needs to go that way. Put the match in the whatchamacallit. There we go. There we go. So that's good. Now, what exactly does it do for us? No, yeah, okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Put the match back in there. It's a good thing we have like an unlimited amount of matches, eh? There we go. That's good. So let's leave. Because that is good. Like, it's green. So this tube goes here. What is with this clunk of junk? We need it like a...
Look at this mess. Edward doesn't know about hygiene.
Are we going to need like a broom or something? We don't have that broom anymore. Let's see what we got here. So I knew... Okay, so we did all that. That's good. But now we need... What's this? Okay, so R15. So this goes to R15. R15, and that goes in the 2PF and the A18. AFM goes in the A18. Oh, boy. No. Okay, so we also need to... Reality view, ultra reality view requires the fire berries. Oh. Oh! Fire berries, the Fuga Merzins. Okay. We need the fire berries. So hold on, let's go ahead and... Can we combine the matches with the fire berries? Probably not. Because I'll burn my hand. It can't be done. Yeah, okay, so use with one of these things.
Maybe that voice, I want to know for what purpose.
The AFM needs to be in something. So if we look at this. So the AFM... Okay, so let's put the AFM... Let's put the fire berries...
Reality and ultra reality, interesting.
If we put the fire berries in the... Okay, use with the bottle.
Nothing, of course. What was I thinking?
Let's go into crazy mode. Oh, okay. We have like a bunch of eyeballs. That's cool.
Seconds and minutes and hours and days.
Okay.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Alrighty then. Well, that's that. Whoa! He's like a clown. So that's where that mysterious laugh came from. It was him all along, ladies and gentlemen. It was him all along. Let's see here. Well, if that's the key... Hey, what are the twins doing here? Give me that key, by the way.
Oh, a little key. I wonder what it's for.
Oh, I forgot I stole those tubes.
Are you here to kill Itward? Hello, why would you talk to me?
Because they're not real? This is all in your imagination, man. This whole... When you're in crazy mode, this is all in your imagination. I know that's hard to believe, but... We have a key for something. Now, I remember there was something that needed a key, but what exactly was it? I don't exactly remember. There's like somewhere in here where there's like a keyhole. Right? Oh, right here. This is where it was. I was like, I know I can't be making stuff up. Oh no, it's one of these. Use with this.
There you go, let's see what happens.
Push the button. In a world made of darkness and light, two little sisters tried to steal each other's charm. But none of the sides could decide if what they was just right. Mia was angry and Clara was sad. And this was because they both were mad. Oh, insane little girls. Inside of their minds, Itward, the creature of the night. He came always around in dreams of reality, teaching the girls the splendor of duality. But they couldn't understand. Itward was a friend. Itward was the link between darkness and light. He was gray. But Clara and Mia one day decided to get rid of it once and for all. Die, creature of the night, die, they said. I should have, yeah. But they killed each other instead. Dead and gone. The sisters kept complaining about each other. It's all your fault, Clara. It's all your fault, Mia. Then Itward came to visit for the last time. And he said, "You are both trapped in the war of disconnections." Actually, in the war of disconnections, but I'll give you a chance. The world has been mean to you. They sewed your bodies together to prove that they could. They gave you a mirror to compare yourselves. I'll give you nothing but what you already have. And just one tiny little chance to understand the purpose of life. But the clock is ticking. You have until the day a black cat goes missing, and the well's magic door is unlocked. The end. The end. What? Okay. That was interesting, but for what purpose was that for? I wonder if we can view it again. There we go. In a world made of darkness, yeah, we can view it again. Alright. What was the purpose of that? I wonder. Like, we can actually interact with it some more. I don't know. Hold on. What's this? This lamp looks like a teapot with forks and spoons. No, it doesn't. Be quiet. Alrighty then. So, it does look like a teapot with forks and spoons. What was it talking about? I'm slightly distracted here. Okay, so we need to use these. Can we mess with these? Like,
What do you have inside, little bottles? What do you have inside, little bottle?
okay, so we need to look at the whatchamacallit, right? So, okay, so like we weren't mixing them. We were just okay. So on the first one, we need N166. Okay, N166. Where's the N166? Okay, we're gonna need that. Now, for this one, we're gonna need, for that one, we're gonna need R15. Right? Okay, so how do we, the thing is, how do we connect these? Because, like, if I were to click R15, it would pour straight into there, right? So, if I were to do that, and then, you see, yeah, it does, it just, maybe, what do I do? Hey, what's this, by the way? I can't even interact with that. I'm sure some of you guys are probably like, mess with that! Well, I did. I couldn't do anything, though. I couldn't do anything, though. N166. So we need to put the berries in there. That's where the AFM is. Use with this. There we go.
The fire bears that aren't on fire, into the face, ready.
Okay, so, like, now we need to put the R15. How do we put that specifically in there? R15. Can I just, like... Oh. Okay. I see. Next. Next we need... You know what? I'm just going to take a picture of this. Like, this is 2016. We can do stuff like that. Camera. Zoom in a little. It's a bit too bright. I don't think I can take a good picture. Oh, well. We'll have to do this a manual way then. Okay, so the next one is 2PF. Where's 2PF? There it is. Put that over there. Now we need, now in the fourth one, we need A18. Okay, so where's the A18? There it is. Put that... There we go. They're both the same color, which is actually making me kind of nervous. I think I'm more paranoid that I used the wrong one. I don't think I did, though. Okay, so then... They both go down there. So then the blue one... Okay, so I need to pour that into the R15. Can I pick this up? No, I don't. No, I can't. Okay, so... If I were to... Hold on. What about the levers? No, we need to connect this... Hold on. This needs to go over to the whatchamacallit, too. There needs to be a tube going from this one to that one, I believe. So if we were to take the blue one... Use... Blue hose with bottle... This one doesn't fit there. If I use a blue hose with this bottle, There we go. I think this is right.
Yes, it is.
And so then I use this one with this one.
Pico's on the spot.
Okay. Now what? Now these need to be, so red needs to be, so blue needs to be that way, red needs to be that way. Okay. So then,
what do you have inside?
we need to turn this on.
I think this should be turned on in order to work.
Use a match. There we go. And then we can just turn it off whenever we want.
It's burning quite a lot. That's good.
Okay. These are all bubbling. Now what do we need? So we use this bottle. No, okay, so this goes...
What do they have inside, little bottle?
Okay. Okay, come on. Let's see what we got here. So R15, that goes there, but we need one that connects the R... We need one goes... Do we need more whatchamacallit? Or like more cables? Or... Because like this still needs to be connected. Can we mess with... No, you can't. Can't mess with any of this actually. It's like it's there for the most part. It's just that what do you have inside, little bottle? Oh, well, guess we'll have to deal with this in the next episode because I'm kind of pressing for time here. So, and plus it's been 40 minutes, so yeah, that's a nice healthy episode. Nice season length episode. So, without further ado, what do you think we should do, ladies and gentlemen? How do we end things off here? So, if you like this video, this series, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if you like this video, this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. If that is cool, please feel free to subscribe and join Team Starboy today. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!